You ready, Joe? You got a number?
Mm-hmm.
3. Who won? Specialty coffee?
Yes.
Specialty coffee.
Yes.
I just want to make sure. I want to make sure we're grading this on the same scale here.
Specialty coffee?
Okay, specialty coffee. 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to another cup of Joe.
And Dakota.
Hope you're having a great Sunday and off to a new, beautiful spring-like week. Depending on where you are in the country.
Sure. Utah still can't figure its stuff out.
Yeah, it's like a lap dance without payoff.
Good morning.
So we're still in Missouri, drinking some delicious coffee, we hope.
Oh, we the rest of this month, you don't want to miss these.
I mean, on paper, they look like bangers. Like they look awesome.
I mean, they're doing some wild stuff in Missouri. That's for sure.
What we got? A little...
Case in point here, we got Blip roasters.
So this should be on your radar, not a blip on your radar. This should be on your radar.
Look at you, just full of them this morning. West Bottom Whiskey Barrel Aged Beans.
Say that all many times.
West Bottom's Whiskey Barrel Aged Beans.
It's got to be good.
Oh my God. Okay.
Coffee and whiskey?
So we got some tasting notes here, Joe.
Okay.
Which
excite us.
They're interesting. If this coffee does not take us on a journey, these tasting notes are questionable.
All right, tell us the roadmap.
All right. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Citrus pill.
I don't know what that means, but...
Nor do I,
okay.
but we're going to find out.
Red pill,
with like a little bitteriness.
Red pill, blue pill, then the orange pill?
Jeez, you're trying too hard now, bud.
Okay.
Rich vanilla. And then this is where they lost me. Can you guess what it is?
I could say that it's birthday cake or chocolate.
Chocolate. Dark chocolate, though. Dark chocolate. So they kind of saved it, but...
Well, we'll find out.
I'm very intrigued because the first 3 here. You had to go and add chocolate. That's fine. It's fun. The dude's kind of cool on here, though. It's kind of got like just a little... Maybe. No. Okay. There's no way you're going to see that. It's just sunlight. Thanks, Mother Nature. That's just how it works. But anyway, you can get the gist of it. Super cool here. Super cool little dude on there. Super cool looking website, at least. I could not find this again on the website, so that I do believe that means it's sold out, unfortunately. So,
fortunately, but unfortunately.
Go on there. Maybe you can request it. I don't know.
I'm sure you can.
But I would assume you could be like, hey, put me on a list when you guys get it. Let me know. So, let's pour the coffee up before we even get that far, Joe. We don't even know if it's good.
And before we pour the coffee, if you could subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. Helps us grow the channel like any other channel on YouTube.
Leave us a comment. Let us know. Have you ever tried Blip roasters before from Missouri? Kansas City, Missouri, to be more exact.
Yeah, I'm sure they get a lot of stuff for that one.
All right, so here's something I kind of thought was fun.
French press.
We got a clear bag that it's in, right? Which we had kind of mentioned a couple weeks ago. Like, not stoked on that. But it is at least in a box away from all the sunlight. Mm-hmm. So... I don't know. Maybe that's a good alternative. You know, put it in a box. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an interesting.
When I came in the mail, it was a box within a box.
In a box?
No, just 2 boxes.
Just 2 boxes. That's good.
So.
All right.
The good thing about this.
Learned our lessons from last week. I'm letting that shit cool down for a second.
I don't know if that's gonna be a lesson learned, but it's hot right now. So.
Very hot.
While we let this simmer. How about we talk about some beer products really quickly?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Without spilling the coffee.
Joe's getting crazy. Apparently he's extra thirsty this morning. Anyway, so me and Joe were talking about this.
It's got whiskey in
it. So me and Joe were talking before the video, as we always do, and we were thinking about what one should we highlight today? And you know, during Valentine's Day we hyped this one up, but it's starting to be that time where you want to go outside. Maybe you want to take your significant other on a date. Maybe you just want to look good, feel good, because it's almost summer. You're starting to, be able to wear those clothes that you want to wear that you haven't been able to wear for a couple months.
Trying to fit in them.
Well, we got something to at least adhere to you bearded folk out there. Guys, go get you some Dapper Gentlemen. This stuff right here. Joe, I got more than enough good things to say about this, but why don't you tell the people?
So Dapper Gentlemen is our date night beard scent. You have an oil, balm, and butter, like Dakota showed.
And butter.
It's a very pleasant smell. It has a floral but woodsy because of sandalwood. Patchouli's in there, so you got that kind of nice balance between floral and woodsy. So it's very masculine as far as a floral scent goes, and it's a very popular scent amongst like the barbershops and people who are just trying to kind of do themselves up for like a date night.
I would almost say it's like spring awakening with like a ooh, what is that?
Yeah,
right? Like it's got like a little more.
Well, like I'd say it's more like Spring Awakening is like a Scottish kind of like side of things, and this is more like the American side of things.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that nice little balance right there.
I'd have to agree wholeheartedly on that one. I mean, it's got 5 different aphrodisiacs scents in it. That it's just, I mean, essential oils are in there, and it just makes it so you have the scent from them, and it just smells so great and amazing. I said it once, I'll say it again. I use it on my wedding night, and it definitely works.
Yeah, no, it's a really, like I said, it's a really good scent. Some men are standoffish when it comes to floral scents sometimes.
Don't be.
And I would say that this one should be one of those exceptions. Spring Awakening is more floral because it just has heather and thistle in it. So that is a lot more on the floral side. This one, I would say, may surprise you. It may be a very welcoming scent that you may like, especially for those spring and summer months that I think it really shines. You can have it year-round, obviously, but I think it shines with its scent profile during the spring and summer.
But it just, you add a little bit over there, and it makes it so the beard looks a little more shiny. It looks a little more, what is the word I'm looking for here?
I don't know.
Healthy, hydrated. That's the word I was looking for, hydrated.
Okay.
And it just has a nice shine to it. The suit, when the light hits it just right, you got a little glisten. It just looks so good. And if you have it in, you definitely walk past the mirror and go, damn, I look good today. That will be said.
Speaking of, I don't know what to say. Speaking of, I'm just going to create my own conversation off this. So here's my summer dew. I probably took about a good 3 to 4 inches off it all the way around. This is my summer trim. So if you're out there thinking, hey, man, my beard is long and the hot months are coming up, I'm just going to shave it all off. You don't have to do that. Just do a nice little summer trim. Get a little bit off the sides, bring it up a little bit shorter. It's going to grow back. Do up your stash. So my stash, when done up, if you've seen on Instagram, actually, I could do a lot more with it now. I could eat food confidently. But then I have like 2 things I could bring out, and I could bring it down now. So, what's so funny? Anyways, so I got this to where I want it for the summer. By the time October comes around, I will basically be back at where I was before I trim this off. So, all's not at loss, but sometimes you need a nice little fresh trim, and it's and as Dakota said before, a nice little healthy trim, as being trimming it like the ends and squaring it off and everything is actually healthy for your beard. So
Stimulates growth.
Stimulation.
Gotta love it. Anyway, okay, Joe.
You want to try it? You think it's been long enough?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I don't think it's been long enough.
I don't think you so either. But I need it. It's coffee. It smells. It smells delightful.
Ready?
Oh, that's hot as shit still. Ooh. That's interesting.
I'm gonna give it some time out here.
Joe.
So side note, while we're humming and booming and oohing and whatever else, Ovechkin.
Oh, dude. Holy.
Nobody thought this would ever happen again.
Nope.
Dude. Well, like this is like
Absolutely
a Brett
not.
Favre playing all those games consecutively for his career. Tom Brady.
Hockey, guys.
Yeah.
Hockey. Alex Ovechkin.
But complementary sports, like some long-standing records that we thought would never would be broken in our lifetime. This guy has tied it, and you know how much class the guy has. He had a chance to break the record on an open net, and he just turned it down.
I thought about that. I was like,
so much class, dude.
Is this
class.
record going to be broke on an open goal?
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm really glad to hear that.
So he has tied Wayne Gretzky for the most goals in the same exact number of games, minus 1 game.
One last game.
So he has 1 more game to break that. And I don't like the Capitals whatsoever. I'm a Pens fan. but this is huge. I mean, this is one of those records, like I said, nobody thought would ever be broken, and it's at least tied. It could have been broken, but a lot of class for the guy, and I thought it was pretty cool. And we're hockey fans over here. I'm not sure if you're hockey fans. If you're not,
did you see what he did
should.
with the flour?
I did not. I didn't watch the game.
I didn't watch the game either.
Okay.
But I did see it in the highlight reels. He brought everybody back onto the ice from the Capitals and made him go shake the man's hand because it was his last ever game.
Oh, that was for
the Capitals. Yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah, Fleury. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw that
thought
too.
that was pretty stand up too. So that's cool to know. Dude, it's got a lot of class. I mean,
well,
I guess I'll applaud that. That's pretty neat.
But I think you eventually, well, let's say that you had that kind of like jerk status, maybe. And let's say you're good. I mean, some people who are really good at things it can come across in a certain way. It's just that their example of confidence kind of creates that rift. Anyways, I think he finally got in the past 2 years kind of into that. You know what? Something potentially may happen here.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of, I'm gonna say, clean up his act. He rose to a better version of himself. And
for sure.
And then he brought his teammates along too, making them a better versions of themselves too.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I just wanted to say this since we're having this cool down. It's pretty significant in sports, like some of the top sports athletes
what
of
is
all
it,
time.
like 894 goals or something?
Yeah, 894 goals, I believe it was.
Something like this.
It's 94, 95.
Yeah.
But he's tied it. I think they're going to give him every minute that he wants to try to break it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if to say I want him to break it or not break it. I don't know what the right answer is on that.
Really,
but,
realistically, Joe, there's no way he doesn't break it.
You just.
I mean, I'd be impressed. I don't know how much longer is left in the hockey season because I really haven't been super up to date this year.
I think there's less than a month.
But like, that's a decent amount of hockey.
I mean, all he's got is one
there's
game.
a decent amount of hockey left.
Like he's going to break the record, but can you break it in as many games? Because somebody's going to look at that stat line.
Oh yeah.
Did he, 20, 30 years from now, did he break it in the exact amount of games or less? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, a cool sports thing if you're into sports. If you're not into hockey, highly recommend it. It's
hockey's a great sport to watch.
It's a great sport. If you never get to see it on TV, go to it live. It's awesome. The crowd is awesome. So,
I don't know. I feel like I don't know yet. I don't know. It's good. There was a lot of promise, I feel.
I don't know if you guys realize, it's kind of funny when Dakota builds himself up to something and then he's let down potentially, or he builds himself up or he wants to go in and just pulverize them and he's like, I can't talk negative about them. It's hilarious on my side. I hope you guys see this on your side. If not, pay more attention. It's kind of funny. Because you can start to see these different...
He's going to call me out like that. All right. Okay.
It's funny.
It probably is pretty.
So Dakota, what do you think of this comment?
No, not yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Dakota, when will you be ready?
I'm not getting everything that I was told.
So I'll go first and I'll let you think about it.
By all means, so what do you got?
So we've had quite a few whiskey and bourbon-ish ones. Whole bean, blended, grinded, everything in between. And I would say that this one, for me, falls short compared. It really doesn't smell like whiskey or bourbon. So while the process may have included that, which is a cool process, I think the majority of people who buy coffee and see whiskey or bourbon on there are expecting a hint of whiskey or bourbon in their mouthful when they drink this. I don't get that. I get kind of like a sweet, not a sweet, I think the citrus part there is what I get more that you were talking about, whatever that word means.
Yeah, the citrus pill.
Yeah, whatever that means. I'd actually have to look that one up. No, I'm just being honest.
Okay,
but so I taste that. I taste the end of the chocolate.
You taste the chocolate.
But I don't think it's like the dark chocolates that we've had before that are very the dark chocolate or a fudge like taste in the past have really come forward, and we're like, okay, yeah, I get the chocolate. This one's less pronounced, but I taste that there. I it's very clean as far as the drinkability of it. It's very clean. It's not a bad coffee, but speaking to the label on the expectation that you're trying to give somebody, I think it falls short.
I'm going to interrupt you here on this one, Joe. 'Cause
Oh no.
I could not agree with you more on that. Like the coffee, I really actually like the coffee. The
Yeah,
coffee's
the
the
coffee's
coffee's really
completely
great.
fine.
Like it's got a very citrus, like bitteriness to it, but in a good way.
It's good.
As far as there being like any, like maybe there's a hint of vanilla in there, but as far as like
It's
the
not tonka
whiskey
bean.
or the dark chocolate, I get none of it. Like they're non-existent to me. I get very more.
He's like, it means nothing to me.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's just like I said, I feel like I was let up and then just let down. As I said at the beginning, this coffee should hopefully take us on a journey. Not going on a journey. We just kind of like stayed in the same spot and watched the cars go by.
And this was roasted on 318. So this is, we're drinking this right now, pretty much in the prime window, that 2 weeks of it being roasted. So we're drinking this at a good time. So it's not like it was on the shelf for many months or anything like that. We're drinking this at the right time.
Is this, would you say this is more of a dark roast or a lighter roast?
So I think this is a medium roast.
Okay.
Like I put it, like in my head, it's a medium roast. I'm not sure what it says on there, if it does say it on there. For my head, I think it was a medium roast. It's not a dark roast.
No. I mean,
Like I said, if you didn't put nothing on there, I'd say it's a good coffee.
okay, that's what I was just gonna say. If I had nothing to go off of, if I had not been led to somewhere, I would say it's a good cup of coffee. Like
Yeah.
I would have I have no problem drinking it.
Right.
But where it falls short is when you tell me what to expect.
Right.
That's what I expect. So when I don't, it's kind of dissatisfying,
Sure.
disappointing.
Disappointing is probably the right one, because it's satisfying enough that you're going to drink it.
Yeah, I mean,
you've already drunk half the cup
That's because
already.
it's coffee. It's early, and I haven't had coffee all week. So here we are. Anyway, but no, I mean, it's just
So
I was hoping for a journey, and I like I said, we just sat on the porch and watched the cars go by.
So once again, to be clear, the coffee tastes good. It's just didn't meet the expectation of what the label said that we should be experiencing.
I think this is the first one that I've been very torn on. Like I really enjoy the coffee, but the fact of the matter that this is where tasting notes are important, ladies and gentlemen. At least in my opinion.
Well, you gotta get them right.
Yeah. I just.
Well,
I mean, maybe it's my palate. Maybe
no,
I don't.
no, it's both of us here. We're both saying the same thing. It's not your palate. It's just is. What
I
it is.
really do get the citrus. The citrus comes across very there.
The citrus is the most pronounced tasting note, I believe, that you get out of that.
Yeah, I just.
Like the cinnamon, like that's not a hard one to replicate.
Yeah, I don't.
And the
know.
vanilla, shouldn't be a difficult one to put in
And
there.
rich vanilla, like I get like a hint.
Yeah.
Like a hint. When somebody says rich, they expect. Like,
Oh,
I expect you know.
like a creamy rich
Yeah.
vanilla, yeah.
And it's very like has like a very dry.
Well, that's
mouthfeel, right.
Well, that's the dark chocolate, but but it's not a very tasteful dark chocolate.
Yeah, there's I don't know. I mean, it's not bad in the sense that I'm like, don't ever try this, but
Well, you're not like, at least in this specific batch,
yeah,
we did not get what we expected. However, that being said, sometimes you have a bad batch. You measure something wrong.
yeah,
Like if I don't recall if this company has 20, 30, 40, 50 different flavors, and sometimes things get messed up and you get that many
sometimes it happens.
like down the hole there. So anyways, from our experience right here, this is our experience. We don't want to talk like negatively about them, because you don't know what kind of effort and time that goes into
I'm
it.
pretty sure this isn't an espresso because we've done that before.
No, it's not an espresso.
I'm just saying we've done that before. We had espresso beans. We brewed it
No, I have
as
espressos back there.
a coffee.
This is not espresso.
That is not the case on this end. We did it like we always do. French press right here, ladies and gentlemen. French press. Did it the same way we always do it, and it's just I feel like it fell short, Joe.
Okay, so specialty coffee.
It was bound to happen. We were it was bad. We were going up, 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 up. It was bound to happen. Hit a wall, and we were come back down to reality, Joe.
So reality check. So think about it for a second. What do you want to grade this?
So are we grading it off of
Specialty coffee, dude.
like the coffee or what we
No,
were
the coffee.
given? Like what? Like the
That's the same thing.
expectation.
And this is all one thing. This, the box, the coffee are all one thing.
All right.
Because you don't buy the coffee most likely unless you read the label. The label's going to get you to the coffee. The coffee's going to meet the expectations of the label.
Okay. Let me get one more.
But that's not going to change anything.
I don't know.
No, it's not going to change anything.
Nope, didn't change anything. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. Gotta add air in there. Maybe. All right. 7.2. Above average, but just slightly for Joe.
Yeah. Like, it fell short of my expectation.
I do enjoy the citrus from it, and that's the only thing that's carrying this just slightly above average. That's the only thing that's working for me. I mean, I appreciate the packaging. The packaging is kind of cool. Their website, super cool too if you go on there. I don't feel the coffee's bad, but again, when you try and give these not out there tasting notes, but the one in the 4 that you give me that's pretty out there is the only one that I taste. It makes it hard to give it any higher of a score, in my opinion.
It's what I said.
Yeah.
It's just like with food.
Mm-hmm.
We look with our eyes, we smell, and then we taste, right?
Yep.
So I looked with my eyes. This looked really good. The smell wasn't bad, but I really didn't taste it, or smell like bourbon whiskey. Like
It
pronounced.
honestly just smells like a generic coffee smell.
I wouldn't go that far. No, I wouldn't go that far because we've had things that could define generic.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No.
Fair.
Like I would say it smelled more like a bean that still needs to be attended to. Like it was a good bean, but not enough was done to it, or not enough of the infusion or what was put into it.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
And then you
It
taste
is.
it. So
It is. Let's see. So it's aged in the West Bottom whiskey bourbon barrels for 10 days. Do you bump that up? I mean,
so I think the question would be, is that a gimmick?
I don't know.
Is it actually providing substance value to that?
I mean,
That would be the question.
yeah, because
But I don't know the process of it. So,
Yeah, no, I'm
like,
with you on that
are they actually roasting inside the barrel, or is it, or the beans wet and just like absorbing? I forgot what the technical term is from the whiskey barrel, but that.
me and Joe, shocker, enjoy our whiskeys too.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see something that says whiskey on it, like I expect to at least get like the essence of whiskey. There's none of that in this.
No.
Like not in the smell, not in the taste, not even in the aftertaste.
No.
There's no hint of whiskey anywhere.
Or even like oak wood or barrel or
Yeah,
cherry
there's-
wood
there's-
or anything like that.
There's
Yeah.
none of the whiskey experience
Right.
is there.
Right.
So
And vanilla is actually part of the whiskey experience too.
yeah,
So that
And I just-
so I was excited about that because they were pairing those together. That's a pairing.
and I very slightly get vanilla. It's definitely not like a
don't get it.
rich vanilla.
I think you're reaching, but maybe you do.
And
But
I just, yeah, 7.2 is where I'm sticking strong with this one.
so 6.5.5 is what we're gonna do overall on this one. It is what it is. Not everything's a banger. And you know what? Somebody else may come across this and think this is an amazing
Yeah.
thing, and they give it a 9 or 10 for our palates. Which
It's a good like we're like barely,
like if they give us what's on that label, this is like a 9.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a hard 9. So, anyways,
But again, above average. It's still way better than. Hear me out here, Joe.
oh no, Dakota's trying so hard.
We go in a cafe. If we rank this as a coffee of the month, it's at the cafe. You're eating a nice stack of pancakes. You get this coffee. Do you rank it higher?
If you're gonna give those notes on it, I don't rank it higher.
Fine.
Yeah, if you give those notes on it, I'm not ranking it higher.
All right. Okay. As you guys are seeing now, tasting notes, we take them very seriously here.
Well,
And I'm not just trying to dog on it because it said dark chocolate. This is genuine. Clearly, the man himself has spoken. It's just it lacks. I so hyped up for it, and it just was.
oh, like Dapper Gentleman, I'm not going to tell you this smells like whiskey bourbon barrels when there's nothing in it, and it smells like floral and sandalwood and patchouli. Like if you were to purchase that, you would be like confused and be like, okay, maybe the oil feels good and it smells good, but it's not what you were expecting. It's the same thing. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste bad.
Let
It's
us
just
know down in the
expectation.
comments. Have you had Blip roasters? And have you had a coffee that like knocked your socks off? Have you had this one before? Did you have a different experience than us? Let us know down in the comments below, please. I would like to know. Should we give them another shot? And if so, which coffee should we use?
Right.
Which coffee should we get? Because I think they're onto something, but maybe this one just there was something new that they tried and can't do it anymore.
And once again, if you have not and you've gotten this far, you're going to watch this again. So like, subscribe, we appreciate it. And catch us on our live here at 8 a.m.
That's on
Standard Time.
Instagram, not YouTube.
On Instagram. And
Yeah, guys, have a kick-ass week.
cheers.
Cheers, everybody.